Today I'm going to be reacting to Trick by Alex G. I've been on a little bit of an Alex G kick recently. I've been listening to Race a lot, of course. I've also heard his album from 2025, Headlights, and I've heard God Save the Animals as well. But yeah, we're checking out this one from, what is it, 2012 it looks like? Yeah, 2 years after Race. I love this cover for some reason, just this like ugly font. With this like blurry photo of this dog. I don't know, there's something about it that's really charming. So I'm excited to get into this. Go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut. There's a link in the description down below. And we're gonna hop into the first track, which is Memory. Kinda got a slacker rock feel to it. Holy crap. Salt on the senses. This slow build here, this swell, this crescendo. I mean, it's a very standard drum beat for Alex G. Really good guitar work, though. Dang, that was cool. That was like if something off the Glow Part 2 had a more like bedroom pop feel to it. That was good. Really digged the Doug, I don't know. The distorted guitars in there. Usual kind of quivery, innocent, kind of shy Alex G vocals. Kind of a standard drum beat for him, but yeah, really like the lyrics here as well. A lot of Alex G's music plays in you know, memories, in childhood memories, I feel like specifically. Next track is Forever. Ugh, such an ugly chord progression, but it's so him. Ooh. That lead guitar though. Yeah, I think I like these drums a bit more. Ooh, great little melody. Ooh. Ooh, the horns. Something about these chords feels so like distrustful. I don't know why. It's just the feeling I get. Bass going off. Whoa, kind of an abrupt ending, but that was great. Beautifully, I almost just said beautifully ugly. I guess just straight up ugly guitar chord progression, but you know, that's very purposeful and very Alex G, of course. And then we get a cute little melody in the chorus there. Out of it, pull it together. We could love you forever and ever. Interesting. Made up a game, no pain, no gain until you break, make no mistake. I don't know, these lyrics are a bit more general, not as specific, and I feel like I don't love them as much because of that compared to the first track. You know, this definitely has like a lo-fi feel to it. It's, you know, kind of DIY, it's kind of messy, dirty sounding, but that's kind of his thing. That's his bag, you know? So let's keep going. Animals is next. Oh my god. It's got a very kind of Midwest emo feel to it as well. Feels like it's pulling from a lot of things. There's some Pavement vibes, you know. Oh, this like arpeggiated guitar here. It's beautiful. Oh god. This track is so conflicted. It's ugly again. You know, I disagree with the Genius annotation here, saying that the animals here, the dog that he's portraying in the lyrics here is, you know, a metaphor for drugs. I don't think that's really what what he's trying to say here. I think this is actually just like finding comfort in dogs. I don't think we need to always like say that, you know, this certain thing is a metaphor for drugs when it's like some sort of coping mechanism, you know. Sometimes we can take it literally, and I don't think there's anything that is pointing towards it being a metaphor for drugs, you know? I don't get that sense at all, but maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. It is also interesting how each track here is just like a single word, except for 16 Mirrors, the last track. You know, even the title, Trick. It makes me think of like maybe tricking yourself into thinking something, tricking your brain into thinking something that is maybe not completely accurate, but it's kind of like a coping mechanism, which again would tie into this last track we listened to. I don't know. Those are just some thoughts my mind is going down, but we'll keep going. Next track is String. Whoa, this is different. Kind of psychedelic. Really extended intro here. We're just jamming out. Oh! Oh! Good counter melodies with that guitar. So, you know, a girl on a string. Maybe someone that's like you can easily change their mind. I'm trying to put my finger on what this part feels like. Strangely, like, I don't know why I get like Alice in Chains vibes with this part. I don't know why, but that was okay. I think that was probably my least favorite so far. It does feel like the most different for him. Not so much falling into his usual style. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't strike me as much. There wasn't as much to it that was as musically engaging for me. There's some good like guitar counter melodies, but I don't know. I just felt like that one didn't lean into his strengths as an artist as much. So we'll keep going. Next track is Advice. This is a big one. 190 streams. I mean, 190 million. Oh. I may have heard this one. Sounds familiar. Also, I'm eating Skittles right now, so sorry if it's gross in the mic. Oh. Oh yeah, I've heard this. Definitely. He switches between these more dark, ugly chord progressions and the brighter ones so effectively. I love it. You can like you can barely hear his vocals, but you can still make out the melody, you know? It's just so buried. This part is great. Ugh. Shoegazy. Oh, so good. Man, that track is so shoegazy, so noisy and distorted. I love the way these, you know, the choruses and the verses just kind of melt into each other. It's a really like just psychedelic and like entrancing transition between those two sections. Yeah, the vocals are like completely buried here, but I think it really, you know, drives home, at least in my mind, a sense of like loneliness that I feel like is a pretty big part of his music. We'll keep going. Next track is People. A lot of these tracks are very short too. A lot of these are like under 2 minutes. Marty Mauser, Alex G, Sees the Future. Whoa. I like the percussion here. That was great. So short though, 1.5 minutes. Man, the percussion on that was great. That was awesome. I really like when he goes into his like higher kind of shrill head voice too. It kind of brings a really nice contrast to the rest of his vocals, which are very kind of hazy, I guess I would call them, you know, in his lower register. That one lyric, I took my favorite pill on Monday, it made me go backwards. I feel like that's a really interesting line. Like, you know, Monday, it's like, yeah, start of the week, we're gonna start things off good, you know. Took my favorite pill, but it made me go backwards. Like that self-destructive cycle. Okay, we'll keep going. Again, a lot of these upcoming tracks here are very short, so maybe I'll let some of these kind of flow into each other. We'll see how it goes. My favorite animal is the whale. I'll share. Okay, I don't fully know what he's trying to get at with these lyrics here. My one thought is like maybe the big fat tail is like the worst part of the whale, you know? Like if there's some cultures where people actually eat whales, maybe that's like the undesirable part. I don't know. I would have to do some research on that. I don't know. And, you know, willing to share. You get a piece of the whale. I'm going to fry mine with cinnamon and a pear. It's a 3-course meal. Interesting. I don't fully know what this track means or what he's trying to get at, but we'll keep going. Next track is Trick, the title track. This is an instrumental track here. We're gonna let this flow into the next one. Kute with a K. Why a K? I think you're cute. I'll keep you in the cellar, show you to the children, kill me after dinner, you're alright. Ooh, I like this rhythm here, this is cool. Lyrics are crazy. You know, musically, I really like that track. I think it's very interesting rhythmically, specifically. I feel like the lyrics here are a little bit, though, like, immature. I didn't love it. We'll keep going, though. Next track is So. How can I show you? See, I think that his lyrics are better when he's trying to, like, he's grasping at these, like, more abstract emotions. I'm so blue, how can I show you? Like, that's such a good opening line. Like, it's simple, but it's also like you just understand right away what he's after, what you know, his goal is, you know. It's just, it emotionally hits hard right away, you know. Great bass line. That was good. Ooh. Cool little looped bit there. Yeah, that was good. I feel like these lyrics are a bit more effective than the last track. I feel like emotionally here I can kind of understand where he's coming from a little bit better. An empty crib, a dirty gift. You make me sick, you make me like it. I'm so blue, how can I show you? You know, it's this like inner turmoil going on within, I guess, this relationship here. Let's keep going. Next track is Mary, which is one that I know I've heard for sure. It's the most streamed on this album, like by, you know, I guess Sarah coming up later has a good amount of streams too. But yeah, I've heard this track. We'll listen to it anyways, but I do love it from what I remember. Oh, is this about Mary Jane? Is this about that good stuff? Vocals are a lot more closely and loudly mixed here, more intimate. I wanna fuck, she's got leather heart and leather gloves. I mean, it makes so much sense why this is the biggest one. Just everything's so catchy about it. Little guitar licks, so smooth. See, this one makes more sense about, you know, it being possibly about weed because of the name, of course. Oh, this part is so good. But also, that line, I want to feel whatever you think I should. That harmony is so good. Ugh. So freaking... It's just syrupy smooth, man. She says, I am real and you are not. That's such a good but like hard-hitting and heartbreaking last line. Mary's the girl that leaves you to rot. She says, I am real and you are not. Oh, just like getting so lost, I guess, in like the addiction to a point where it leaves you kind of disconnected from yourself in a way. So good. The guitar work on that is unbelievable. It's so catchy. It's so smooth, intricate at the same time. It's just so good. Let's keep going. Next track is Change. You can change. You can change. You can change. You're in my dream. These vocals are beautiful. Great. You know, you hear people say so often that like change is a good thing, and maybe it is in certain circumstances, but I feel like it's a stance that's not taken very often, whether it be in art or wherever it is, that sometimes change is not the best thing for you, you know? I don't like how things change. You know, I guess you can disagree with that. You can say, well, maybe this person is just scared and they're cowardly, but it's, you know, it's a real thing. It's a real emotion that you can, that people feel. And I think it's valid that, you know, change is scary. I love this very conversational style of the first verse here, or I guess not, I shouldn't say first verse because it's the only verse. How are you today? I saw your friend's band play a little show last night. It's not my thing. They were all right. Remember when you took too much? I don't mind being your crutch. That could be another reference to drugs too, if we're kind of tying it back to the last track where he was talking about how you can kind of be, I guess, disassociated, and you can kind of lose yourself within that. You know, it's talking about change, but of course the vocal melody doesn't change throughout the entire song. It just stays the same, which I think is an interesting counterpoint to that. Beautiful vocals too. Love that kind of like higher falsetto that he gets into on that one. Next track is Clouds. Beautiful. Ooh. Oh my god, speaking of syrupy, that bass is so syrupy. I feel like I'm strangely getting like Clairo vibes from this. Obviously Clairo came way after, but like specifically some stuff that Jack Antonoff produced on Sling. I feel like I can hear him taking influence from this, you know? Maybe he more so was taking influence from like 70s, I guess, soft rock kind of stuff, singer-songwriter stuff. This feels similar. Ooh. Chop that piano up. That's cool. We'll keep going. Very lonely, reflective feel to that track.
I'll make a $20 bet. Adam won't get his lunchbox back. Hides it from his mom. He thinks of me alone. And when we're swimming,
jeez. Yeah, I was laughing at the start because it was kind of funny, but this guy's just a straight up bully, bro.
I'll make
Whoa. This organ?
Lunchbox bag.
So I guess, you know, kind of a track from the perspective of a bully, but if, you know, with that last line, I want him so, maybe there's some, you know, deeper feelings going on there. This is kind of, you know, kind of tying back to what I said about how he kind of writes from a childhood perspective a lot. And, you know, sometimes you hear artists do that and it's like comes across as very distasteful. AJR is the first example that comes to mind for me, where they write songs from a child's perspective, but it's like just so there's no like perspective, like, there's no maturity to it. Like I feel like you can still write from that point of view and write about it from a more like removed perspective with kind of more of a reflective tone, you know, like you're not fully putting yourself back in that childlike state, but you're kind of reflecting on it from a more mature perspective, if that makes sense. That was kind of just word vomit, but I think that's what Alex G does when he does it. Is it feels a bit more, I guess, thoughtful is the best way to put it. And this is a very interesting perspective for a song, just to be, you know, from that bully's perspective. And it's just kind of telling the story as it is. There's really not much deeper to it, in my opinion. It's very on the surface, but I kind of like it because of that. It's just painting this person as they are, you know? We'll keep going. Next track is Sarah, second last track. Oh, I feel like I've heard this too. Sounds familiar. That little synth line is so good.
Sarah runs to feel the burning in her lungs.
Whoa, really muffled vocals.
I can't be what you need. I'll make promises that play Sarah's heart so I can watch her fall apart. Sit on all the happy clams that live around this funny town. She loves me like a dog, and when we dance,
Oh, it's good. This looped vocal melody. Bring the acoustic guitar back in. The doo-doos on top. Doo-doo. That's really good. That's great. You know, this album is like, it's not super often where I listen to an album and I think that the most popular tracks are like actually the best tracks, but I feel like this album really is, it makes sense why the popular ones are the popular ones, you know? I feel like they really are the best. The writing is the most complicated in these tracks. They're the most thoughtful and conflicted emotionally. And of course, the instrumentation is a lot more lush on these more popular tracks, a lot more varied, a lot more different ideas happening within the runtime of the track. So yeah, this was great. This is amazing. The way the track builds with the looping vocal melody and the doo-doos, the vocals on top, and that like acoustic guitar coming back in, just really well constructed here. Really, really like it. Let's keep going. Last track is 16 Mirrors. So 16th track, it's titled 16 Mirrors. You know, maybe some sort of conceptual tie-in there. We'll see. Pitched up vocals. Ooh. This is so interesting. Just like different lyrics happening all at once. Okay, that wasn't Alex G on the vocals. It was R.L. Kelly. Dang. What an interesting idea for the vocals here, just to have all these different lines happening all at once. It's so lush sounding, but so chaotic. It feels like a bunch of different inner monologues going on at the same time, you know, it feels like you're kind of inside the brain of this person, you know, all these different thoughts just shooting around in the mixed. Maybe this is talking about all the different ways that someone can see themselves. Really interesting last track here. And this album in general, I don't feel like it's as strong as Race. I feel like the ideas on Race are just a little bit more exciting, especially musically. I feel like there's a bit more variation to it. But yeah, it's still a very interesting lo-fi, messy and distorted album here. And yeah, that's gonna do it. I don't really have any more thoughts about it beyond that. The thing with Alex G albums is they're like ones that I feel like I have to sit with for a while to really appreciate both the lyrics and, you know, how the musical ideas kind of tie into the lyrics, or how they amplify the lyrics. So I think that'll be kind of the case with this one as well. There you go. Those are my thoughts. Alex G's Trick. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, go join the Patreon if you want to see this reaction uncut, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.